Dynamic governance has been in use since after World War II, and in fact it emerged from people who were concerned about the way groups were making decisions and wondering if there might be a better way to listen to one another, to meet the needs of the whole group, etc. And so if you go online and look up dynamic governance, you'll see that it talks about the care and nurturing of an effective group. And it's been used to lead meetings and to really kind of value the insights of every team member. We find this to be particularly effective in settings of 5 to 25 people in a room. It's obviously been implemented in much larger areas than that. And it comes with a few simple pieces, an opening round where you're focused on one another. The second piece is taking care of administrative matters, the basic team health. The third piece is focusing on matters of content, and that's kind of your work, your aim as a group or an organization. And then the fourth piece is a closing round where you evaluate the leadership of the meeting and the sense of teamwork that emerges from that. And I'll go back through these a little bit more slowly. So that opening round is a non-response round. It's just a simple check-in, kind of stating the baggage that you're coming to a meeting with, and an opportunity to ask for adjustments to the agenda. So, for example, stating your baggage might be, I just had a really wonderful project that we were working on with learners this morning, and they're really excited about the next steps, and I'm bringing that energy to the meeting. Or I just got a very troubling phone call from a parent or someone else, and I'm really distracted right now, that type of thing. But the agenda adjustments are also asked for in that setting where you're just listening to one another and say, I really hope we can move item 3 to the first priority because I have to leave early, that type of thing. In terms of those administrative matters, it comes down to making adjustments to the agenda if those were requested in that opening round, approving minutes if that's your practice, and scheduling the next meeting. It seems like a funny time to schedule the next meeting at the start of the first meeting, at the start of your current meeting, but it's really helpful because inevitably some people leave, and if it's critical that they all be there for the next meeting, then you really need to address that right off the bat in the current meeting. And then periodically you would have elections of leadership, but that's something that maybe has already been determined by others or something that only happens once a year. In terms of matters of content, it really kind of takes on 2 different forms. If you have a clear proposal in a really short format, you bring that information to the group, have a discussion of that, and move on. You may have items that need to be unraveled, and you would give more time for those. Or you may say, this needs to go back to a team to discuss in greater detail and come back with that short form proposal. And then there may be some just basic team reports that fall in that time frame as well. When it comes to that closing round, it's also a no response round and an opportunity to kind of share. And you may share things like, wow, I came into this meeting very stressed, and I'm really pleased at the way we were able to resolve whatever the issue was, and I'm heading into the afternoon feeling energized, that type of thing. But it may be an opportunity to say, I really am pleased at the way this meeting was facilitated, and to share those thoughts in that setting. And again, it's a no response round, so that just means everyone just absorbs that observation without lots of congratulations going around. It's also a great opportunity to then make requests for a future agenda. So I would hope as basic homework that you would try to implement this into your decision-making processes for the next 6 weeks and see what kinds of changes and shifts you see in the way you work as a team.